harassment, but Shine also, you know, did a 9-pull, so his economy is not near as strong. It looks like Stork is moving out with quite a few zealots. They are speed upgraded, although at the same time, Mutalists are on Stork's base. Stork has a few cannons morphing, and I don't think that Stork's going to get anything done at this front there. That's a lot of Zerglings and a Muta there, and in the meantime, Stork is not protecting his main. He needs to get something back to that main. Stork just now seeing there that there's just too much there. That's what we were talking about. You were saying he needs to get the harassment done, but it's just very difficult because of those hatcheries and everything going off. He's going to try again in this third base. Don't know if it's going to be successful. But right now, Stork doesn't have Sares. I don't know sure if he has Storm upgraded. And no, regardless whether he has Storm, he's morphing on Arkham. I think that's a smart move to go against the Mutas, but again, I don't think the Zealots are enough to get anything done. So unfortunately, as you mentioned, Shine is going to be unharassed here. Stork in a little bit of trouble here. His main is not mining anything at the point. He only has one Corsair. He doesn't have any goons or anything else. He needs to bring this Archon down. I'm not sure where the Archon is, but he needs to be careful with this Sarah. Cannot lose that Sarah. Okay, he's got the Sarah. The Archon should be coming down. Where's the Archon? There it is. He needs both of those in play to kill these Mutas. One Corsair alone is not going to cut it. Corsair does go down, so not good for Stork, but now that he does have the Archon, these Mutas can't do too much else, but man, it would have been nice to have that Corsair in there. It looks like a second one coming out, but Stork is going to be slowed down, certainly only having one mining base, so they were pretty even for a while, but certainly now Shine has taken a big advantage with this harassment.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing that we've seen a lot in the last few games, which is Protoss not getting enough cannons, which is a shame to me. Man, see, because of the SimCity, now this is it. This is good here. 2 Archons is going to be pretty big, because once he moves out, he's going to be able to get some hits off. No, but 2 Archons having one inside the mineral line and one outside. Stork might even be able to move his probes back here and try to take back control of his main, which is really good. But again, the unharassed Zerg, I am really afraid of the unharassed 3-base Zerg, which is going to be 5 hatchery Zerg right now, getting the Hydralisk out. I think the Shine's going to go for a similar push they did last game, but this time it's going to be Hydralisk and Mutalisk coming out here, and you know, Stork doing a good job kind of warding off these Mutalists, but the Mutalists are going to be able to come around, and now there's not going to be, yes, there is going to be an Archon in there. Archon able to get a couple of one hit on there. Boy, and oh wow, and one Mutalisk going down there, but boy, I really want to see the maybe some more High Templar in play here, but I guess High Templars aren't very effective against Mutalisk. I'm just really worried for Stork. There's no Dragoons on the field right now. I haven't even seen a Cybernetics core yet, and I don't know if Stork is
Well, no, he's got a starter, so he's already got Cybernetics.
Oh, duh, okay, duh, that's right.
Maybe what you meant was no box facility. He is a little vulnerable to maybe some lurkers or something like that. That's one advantage of going the 9-pull first, is that Shine was able to get tech out really quick, is why you're seeing Mutalisk so fast, and now he can run around and look for Templar too if there are Templar out. I do think it was really important that Stork morphed those Archons. They've definitely been worth their weight in gold, and he definitely needs those for the Mutas. But unfortunately, shortly here, Shine is going to be switching to Hydras. You can see them coming across the field, so Stork is going to need some Templar too. Although Zealots and Archon are pretty strong, they can push out and not have to worry about the Mutalists, but Mutas plus that Hydra force, those Hydras can snipe down that Archon, and then you can see them trying to go for that Archon. They can't quite get to it, but the Mutalists and the Hydras together are going to push Stork back. Stork is going to be fine here with his cannons, I think, as long as he gets some Storm. Templar, they're sitting there not doing anything. I'm sure Storm is upgraded. Corsair's coming out to fend out the Mutas a little bit, but Stork just does not have enough Zealots, and Archon's not in the battle. He's got to get those Archons out there. Still no Storm. Not sure what Stork is doing with those Templar. I guess he does not have Storm, but he really needs to get a Storm off here, or he's going to be in trouble, and the Mutas just coming in and sniping that Templar. Oh, but all the Mutas going down, so a couple of big Archon shots just softened up those Mutas, and they were able to go down. There's a Storm. Finally, Stork just barely holding on here. Now, we did see Stork hold on in the last game, but if his Gateway goes down and that Forge, which is upgrading right now, that's not going to be too good for Stork. Stork losing his wall quickly here, trying to build a few cannons, but I just don't know if Stork has enough units at this point, because there's just been so much harassment, and Stork only having 3 Zealots. No, not enough units. Got to get a good Storm off here, and that Templar, if that Templar goes down, that's going to be game. He's just waiting for the energy. He does not have the energy. Templar goes down. I think that's game. Stork does not have enough units. Stork trying to fight with his probe, but there's just too many Hydras in the front, and I think this is going to be game for Stork. Stork really trying to hold on. He held on the last game, but Shine, just too much harassment. Stork was not able to push out. Lost his main base. Shine is relentless here with the Hydras. He's going to keep massing Hydras in, taking out those cannons, and that is going to be it for Stork. He does not have enough units. No DTs or anything like that to save him now. There's Overlords everywhere, so there's really nothing Stork can do.
You can look at the mini-map. You can just see yellow units streaming in. It's really sad to say this, but I think Stork's lost his secondary. Hydralisks are going to stream in. There's the GG
from Stork.
Wow, that's got to be really, really hard on Stork. I really thought he was going to pull through on this. Don't get me wrong, Shine is a great player and has really proven himself. Wow, that is just... I'll be honest, it's a disappointment for me. I'm a big Stork fan. I'm sure it's a disappointment to a lot of people playing. It is really good to see Shine going on. I mean, at this point, we are going to have just a recap. So again, if you're just watching this game and didn't watch the previous games, this will be a spoiler. We're going to recap. We're going to have Flash moving on Terran. We're going to have Calm moving on Zerg. We're going to have Movie moving on Protoss, and then Shine. So we're going to be having 2 Zergs, a Terran, and a Protoss moving on. I'm assuming each of the players in the next round is going to play a Zerg. So we're basically going to probably see a Zerg versus Terran and a Zerg versus Protoss. That's how they tend to match them up. But we don't really know. But wow.
Yeah,
that's really a shame.
Not sure how that works, but this is at least probably one of the most balanced individual Star Leagues round of 4 and finals we've seen in a while. So all races represented. So that's definitely good. I would have prefer to have Stork in there with Movie, just as my bias, and because I really think that Stork has just played really well up to this point. Stork, honestly, right now playing some of the best StarCraft he has. He's been a monster in all of his matchups and overall. But again, yeah, this is just kind of his weaker matchup. And Shine showing that he's a very, very competent player. So honestly, I don't know. Looking at that matchup, I don't know who I'd favor, but man, between Shine and Calm, I mean, those are both very, very strong Zergs. It's going to be very tough for Movie to move on. I do think Flash will be able to make it to the finals, though. That's just my prediction.
I think what happened in that game, because you always ask, well, why doesn't the Protoss? Why didn't he just make more cannons? Why didn't he just plan for that better? Why was he delayed in that? I think it had to do with getting those lings around the back. I mean, the amount of probes that Stork was able to pull there, or that Stork had to pull for that, I think delayed him enough in mining, delayed his economy enough to where he was overall delayed.
Well, that and Stork made a pretty bad attack with the Zealots. He moved out with the Zealots there towards the main base where there are all those Sunkens and everything there. And I don't know if he maybe should have waited for an Archon before doing that push. Again, I was talking about how it's good for Protoss to wait for kind of a bigger push, and he tried to do that early harassment, which is a really good tactic in general PvZ, but not that effective on this map in comparison to some of the other maps. So, that's debatable whether that was the right move or not, but definitely Shine held it off. And yeah, from that point on, Stork was a little bit behind, especially after losing those Zealots. That was when he was really behind, and after doing no economic damage to Shine, and then Shine, because he had the 9 pull, had those quick mutas out, Stork didn't quite have the Archons. And really just, those mutas were what really won that game for Shine, because he just totally stopped mining for Stork. But yeah, Shine's showing he's a very, very tough player.
Well, that's a tough loss for me to take, but we are going to have a very exciting round of 4 here. Let me see if I can find the day that actually comes out here. I basically get the schedule from Team Liquid. I don't even think they have that scheduled yet, so I'm not sure. It looks like at least not until the new year. Let me just see. So it looks like the semifinal is going to be out on the 1st of the year, believe it or not. So 2010, the first game that will be played, and it looks like that game is going to be Flash versus Calm. So Flash versus Calm, we are going to see the entire 5 games if it does go to 5 games. And that's all going to be played on the 1st of January. And then the next game will be a week after that on the 8th of January. And it will be Movie versus Shine. So we're going to see some excited Terran versus Zerg, then Protoss versus Zerg. And that'll be coming up. Until then, happy New Year to all of you guys. And we'll see you in 2010.
All right, see you later.
Where we will destroy everyone.